Okay, it's actually going to be the Poppy top, and
oh, Nico support.
Okay. Nico support from On, while we'll have the brand jungle for Tarzan, Poppy top for Breed.
BLG get in, but Weibo just need to disengage from this one.
Yeah, Tarzan's gonna grab that first grub, smites down the second, actually 2 grubs over to Weibo. Third one is secured by BLG.
In that 1v1, and it's not really because of individual outplays, it's because of the lane assignments, because of where they're moving him on the map. This guy into tank. And that can be tough for Jax, really until a couple items into the game, especially when you are at a disadvantage like this.
Guarantee 4, maybe just even the 5, uncontested.
And that's what I think the trade on the tower was. It was, look, incredible to see his journey through. I kind of thought, oh, hang on.
Hold on, we got a bit of a problem over here in the mid lane. Xiaohu trying to flash away and stay alive. Does barely get out there, trying to use the Fate Seal to escape the Skarner, but the Impale was too powerful, so Flash also had to be committed. Weibo keeps their mid laner standing, but the top lane tier 1 turret can't tell the same tale as Elk is going to buy. Might try to challenge for the smite, but it doesn't look like there's any chance. Not with Breed hanging around. Easy secure.
Just kind of buying time for Knight as well to scale up. He's now set off to his side lane to keep himself safe, knowing that Weibo have to go for these resets. So as long as you're able to keep
board, and Weibo are just looking to continue to farm more turrets instead of champions. It's been an objective.
Wave cleared, and it looks like Weibo going to back away here.
Bin down again on bot side. This is what I'm talking about. They're just going to keep trading. We'll see if Breathe can do anything about it, but Bin likely to be able to just walk this one out and is going to be in a good position. That gold lead is going away that Breathe had. He's only 200 gold up now after the tier 2 gold all goes into Bin pockets. Elk's going to take the tier 1 mid as well. So the gold very...
Whenever I see him, the QSS picked up for Xiaohu, does not want to get locked up, does not want to get punished. Nice damage from Elk! He just shot this one going. Breathe has made his way into the fight. The Dragon's down to half HP. Breathe jumps in, tries to tackle On, but it ain't going to do a whole lot just yet. Ben's still looking for the angle. Nice ejection onto the Skarner. They're trying to control the Drake. Breathe still in the front line. Drake down about 1,000. It's going to be slain by Xiaohu, as now Weibo continue their push forward. BLG falling back as the hostile takeover doesn't do a whole lot. You've got Bin in the back line, but he ain't going to be able to do anything in a 1v3. Weibo take him out, and they want even more. A shutdown over the light as the Callista claims a second. Shun, Elk, and On all trying to escape as Tarzan's looking to burn down the AD carry. Elk will continue whittling away. And the Leends takes his soul. Weibo 4-4-0.
Weibo needed something desperately.
Never able to find a way in here. Never able to even use the ulti. The Nico got nothing. Tarzan has been playing so far back, he hasn't really been able to get to him. There we go.
Flash for the counter-strike. They're going in after Xiaohu. The Impale doesn't find the target. Xiaohu's getting away, but Bin looks to keep on chasing. The second counter-strike will not find the stun, but Xiaohu has already used the Soul Unbound. He has to reset his position. He's going right back to where he started. I don't know if you even needed the pop.
Tier 2 top and the reset from Breeze coming in for potential to come into this, but Weibo, they've already snuck away the Dragon. BLG just couldn't get in.
Nicely done from Weibo, now Fate sealed. Xiaohu wanted to go in on Elk. Instead he gets slammed back into the ground with a Pop Blossom, and now the Impale's gonna drag him back a little bit further, but no! Yone escaped. Xiaohu does not gonna have to try to jump away there with the counter-strike as Weibo just hard engages onto Bin. The zone used to try to keep himself alive, and the flash back away to escape the follow-up damage. Weibo's attempt on Bin, it takes all their manpower, so they can't finish the Baron.
But they're also taking a lot of poke, and Bin can TP in. Xiaohu trying to make a play to keep them in check, but Shun
could be in a little bit of trouble now, has to use the Ishtal Impact, slam Breathe into the wall and continue making his own escape. Now Tarzan's got to be careful on continuing to try to push him back now as well. Bin has made his way back into the fight, stuns up Xiaohu, the counter-strike is there, Fate Seal to try to get away, but no! Elk snipes him down! Bin's gonna keep on looking for even more as Shun goes in for a nice impale, now On's gonna be killed off as well. Crisp drops On, and the rest of BLG all still alive. Everybody from Weibo that's still standing is in retreat with Xiaohu and Chris down. It's a 5-man BLG play for the Baron.
It's a long back and forth fight, but BLG do take it. They're gonna TP back in though. Breathe wants to make some magic happen.
Breathe is gonna try to pull off some kind of a miracle here. So much control over the Baron pit for BLG and Weibo.
Lifting, or this could be rough.
All right, tier 2 turret under pressure. BLG looking to build as much with this Baron as they can, but Xiaohu is on the flank. Breathe looking for maybe an engage here, but he won't find it. Weibo still trying to find their way in, as On's gonna be your target. Goes into the pop blossom for the counter engage. Xiaohu's low, but he snaps back after grabbing the first kill. Now Breathe has to try to escape, but the hostile takeover over the wall is stopping BLG's advance. Weibo is not...
Well, you sacrifice yourself, but we crack the base. It's a handshake deal that BLG will take every single time.
And the AD carries mine. Nothing of value is lost.
Exactly.
Just the support.
Yeah. As a support player, I know that too well.
Weibo forced back, but honestly still pretty high on health. Knight and Bin DPSing the trade. Chris takes a massive chunk of damage, and Weibo have to be so careful about this now. Knight flaps back over the wall as the Cloud Drake is secured by Elk and BLG. Weibo continuing to try to get themselves back away from an advancing BLG. Xiaohu engages. He goes after On. He finds plenty of damage, but the kill isn't going to happen just yet. Now with the stasis coming out from On, he survives for long enough for the two-man impale, but there's no further dividends being paid. Bin now in the stasis trying to get away as Weibo continue pushing towards the BLG top laner. He goes back in for the counter-strike, but it does not matter. Light takes him down, and Weibo's already found 2 kills. It'll be traded back finally for 1 as Knight kills Breathe.
The fight from BLG was so separated. On gets caught, but Bin dives in the second he does. They just don't have the damage to try and finish.
Not being that huge X factor, it's night and day. Now, oh, a nice pick coming out from BLG. Huge kill onto Tarzan as Knight's now got to try to escape. Xiaohu snaps back, but is it going to be enough? The bailout might just get him out of danger. Elk's going to be killed off. Xiaohu lives, and immediately Weibo are fighting right back. Chris drop. Knight kills him, but Bin has to go golden to barely stay alive. Knight needs a little bit more damage. Pop Blossom to lock up the enemy top laner. A double kill of a Knight, and Smolder has scale.
We've had enough. We need to fight. It's not going to get better.
Okay, we're going to Baron yet again. Knight and Elk with the poke for the side of BLG, but Xiaohu forcing the flash over the wall from On, who has to try to regroup with the rest of the team. He's down to 40% HP. He's not looking too good. Weibo still with health bars topped off, but Bin is pushing in the bottom lane the entire time. Weibo, if nothing else, has to get the teleport out of the Jax. Baron down to half HP. BLG still poking. Shun goes in, finds a slam into the wall, and now the damage is going to focus on Breathe and Crisp. On still staying alive defensively as Tarzan secures the Baron. BLG is trying to keep everybody close by. A nice impale over the wall comes out from Shun to lock up Light. Now they're going to be able to find a kill on Xiaohu. Now they're going to finish another one there on Light. Weibo may have claimed the Baron, but what about the game? Tarzan's going to try to keep running as Bin has broken the base in the bottom lane by the time Breathe and Crisp can respond.
Weibo barely get back in time to stop Breathe there.
Yeah, barely in time. And now Dragon Soul's going to be spawning here in 20. Xiaohu's dead for 40. Light's dead for 40. They just want to try to end the game right here, right now.
BLG know that Xiaohu and Light, so much of the damage on Weibo, dead for the next 35 seconds. BLG making their push. That mid lane inhibitor still vulnerable from the tier 3 turret that was taken earlier. BLG is going to knock that one over, and the first super minion marches down the bottom lane. Breathe, trying to get past them to cut the minion wave and save the game. Just buy enough time. Breathe, still walking away, but the mid lane wave is crashing the Nexus turrets. Now Tarzan's under pressure as Ben zones him off. BLG trying to force the end of the game. 5 seconds left on the mid and AD carry of